Imagine walking to dinner or to a ball game and a brick like this falls from a 14-story building. It's happened, and city building inspectors are very worried someone is going to get hurt or killed. So we demanded answers from the owners of some of downtown Detroit's most dangerous buildings. When this pile of bricks tumbled off the crumbling Wurlitzer building, Chris Jazik wasn't surprised.
It's scary. It was scary before.
It's not the first time Jazik has had to endure concrete bricks and chunks of mortar raining down on his home and business, which are adjacent to the vacant high-rise. Jazik has operated the performance space and cafe known as 1515 Broadway for decades. Last year, a 40-pound concrete wall cap from the Wurlitzer landed on Jazik's roof, busting wooden beams that shattered his windows.
And the reality is that could happen anytime, all the time, anytime. So there's not a time off from it. It's stressful.
So who owns this building that the city calls a menace? You don't have anything to say about letting this building just sit there and have pieces of it fall? We'll tell you more about the owner in a moment, but first, let's take a look at how many blight violations he's received for the Wurlitzer since 2008. More than 100. That's why the city took the owner to court last year, saying that despite the tremendous risk of severe injury and/or death to members of the public, the owner had failed to make the building safe.
To not do what they were ordered to do is criminal, and it is. I mean, that's the point. That's why they've gotten violations for years. For years.
Jazik isn't the only one at risk from the decaying Wurlitzer. Take a look at how close the people mover track is to the building, and the city is most worried about those 600-pound terracotta corner pieces that look like they could fall at any time. Wayne County Circuit Court Judge Robert Colombo has ordered the owner to fix the building and calls the Wurlitzer case the most important one on his docket because someone could get seriously hurt. So who is this owner who's been ignoring orders from the court? His name is Paul Curtis. He's an attorney in Detroit and married to a Wayne County Circuit Court judge. I'm Heather Catalo from Channel 7. We need to talk to you about the Wurlitzer building. Why haven't you made that building safe? Aren't you worried that somebody could get hurt? How do you sleep at night? Why won't you talk to us about this building? Why haven't you been complying with the court's orders? Curtis has been in violation of Colombo's orders for months. Even Wayne County took Curtis to court back in 2005, but Jazik says little progress was ever made. Curtis isn't the only downtown building owner who's in the crosshairs of the city's Building Safety and Engineering Department, accused of ignoring blight and safety violations. In March, tumbling bricks from the 107-year-old Hotel Charlevoix crashed through the roof of this parked car. A few weeks later, high winds sent shards of glass sailing through the air onto the street below at Park and Elizabeth. How big of a priority is it for the city of Detroit to monitor and keep track of these unsafe buildings?
It is our #1 priority right now.
John Martin is the assistant chief building inspector for the city. He says they've been ticketing and issuing corrective orders against the owner, Troy attorney Ralph Sachs, since 2008. What do you think about these property owners that basically just kind of ignore the city when you're trying to keep people safe?
Well, I don't have much to say about their character. To me, it seems like if you have a building with bricks falling off of it, you would take care of it because, it could be harmful to the public.
Martin says Sachs wouldn't fix the facade of the building until just recently when they hauled him in front of a judge. On the day we visited the Charlevoix, Martin was surprised to discover the owner was actually on site.
He's going
to get in his car.
Yeah.
At least he was until we tried to talk to him. Hey, Ralph! Ralph Sachs took off and would not return our calls to answer questions about his building that's been raining bricks. His attorney later told us Sachs is complying with the court's orders. City inspectors are now launching a blitz, demanding engineering reports from owners of any building taller than 5 stories. The Wurlitzer and the Charlevoix are just 2 of the 7 most dangerous buildings in downtown Detroit. The others include 115 State Street, 1265 Griswold, 2001 Park, block, also owned by Ralph Sachs, the Vinton building at 600 Woodward, and this building on Washington Boulevard near Grand River. The city wants them fixed, and so do the die-hard downtowners like Chris Jazik.
I'm a Detroiter. I'm not going to go anywhere, and if this is part of what we have to go through to make it better, then let's do it.
City attorneys tell me that Judge Colombo is holding regular meetings with the owner of the Wurlitzer to make sure Curtis is taking steps to make the building safer. Since we confronted the owner, he has improved the scaffolding near the building to protect pedestrians. And on Friday, he finally removed the heavy corner pieces on the front of the Wurlitzer. If you would like more information about the 7 most dangerous buildings in downtown Detroit, please head to our website, WXYZ.TV. I'm Heather Catallo, 7 Action News.
Wow.